Hey guys, Gareth97 again. This time with a review of the 1/44 scale No Grade Raider Gundam from the Gundam Seed series. And we all know these no grades tend to be pretty crappy, but this one actually managed to surprise me, especially the color scheme. Of course, it's mainly going to be black and red, like black for almost the entire body, and then we have red for the thrusters, the wings. But what's also molded in red is the color here and the cockpit. And that means that, especially with the color here, makes it immediately better than even the high-grade Strike Gundam. The old high-grade Strike Gundam, not the high-grade Cosmic era. And that was really surprising to me because the old high-grade didn't do it, yet this no-grade apparently could do it. What's also molded separately is the yellow here in the V and in the vents. So that's really surprising, and I wasn't expecting that from a no grade, especially when we look at how crude some of the high grades were. What's also yellow is the V fin here, and then, oh yeah, we also have this very nice mint green for his claws. And then for stickers, not a lot. We have two big red ones. We have the eye stickers, and then we have the red here on his mohawk. Though that one doesn't really like to stay. So colors overall, while they might not be fantastic, they're definitely good considering that this is a no grade. What of course isn't good is the articulation. Typical no grade, the head goes up, down, rotates around all the way if we're careful, and if you don't mind putting a bit of stress on the V-fin. And oh yeah, of course, it's just a plastic ball joint, it's not a polycap ball joint. Arms ball joints go up about that far until they hit the wings. Forwards a bit, back, well, and they pop out. Now I've got to be careful that I really move the arm, because that's forwards, backwards, and then the shoulder armor itself is also on a ball joint. So this is just the shoulder armor going up and down, and forwards and backwards. Not really sure why it does that, but it's interesting nonetheless. And the arm goes up about that far, which is pretty decent. No waist articulation, no elbow articulation, no hand articulation. Legs go forward a lot and backwards even more. But yeah, they do actually go further backwards and forwards. And the feet go forwards and backwards until they pop out. So let's see how far they actually go without popping out. That's, yeah. And yeah, that just disconnected it. So that's as far back as they'll go. Side to side a little bit and rotate around also a little bit. But let's put that back. There we go. But what also has some nice articulation, and we actually get separate polycaps for this. The wings can flap in and out and actually rotate up and down. And the cool thing is that that does make the Raider look a bit more menacing. And that's definitely something a no grade can use. So not too bad on articulation either, once again considering that this is a no grade. Accessories, well, everything's already on the machine. He has his double barrel machine gun. Unfortunately, does not come with his Gundam hammer. And well, these claws don't do anything, they just click in there. And that's all they're gonna do. And as to be expected, it's a no grade. There's no transformation at all. As always, the inevitable question is, do you want to buy this? And since this is a no grade, I'm pretty sure some of you are thinking I'm just gonna scream no and just leave it at that. But considering that this is a no grade and it's only 500 yen, it's actually not that bad. Don't get me wrong, as a pure model kit, it's of course still pretty horrible. Articulation is non-existent. Colors, well, it's a bit give and take. It's of course nowhere near color accurate, but when you get over the accuracy as it is, it's not that bad looking. It's a black and red mobile suit, especially thanks to that color combination. It doesn't look that bad. Even if it was entirely in black, it still would have looked somewhat good. So for 500 yen, this thing is definitely not gonna look bad on your shelf, because since it's black, it doesn't look plain, it doesn't look that off, and actually it still has a nice presence. You've got those wings that can help it to look a bit more menacing. It's got the double machine gun there, it's got those claws going on in the back, so it's not bad looking. And it's of course a hell of a lot cheaper than the high grade, and maybe if you just want some painting practice, you could always pick it up. And once again, especially for no grades, this is definitely one of the best seed no grades out there. I know that's not saying a lot, but it's still a fact. For a no grade, this is actually a pretty damn solid kit. And once again, for 500 yen, if you don't know what to do, it's a nice quick build. I had some fun building this, so I can, in an ironic way, still recommend you guys to pick this up if you like the way it looks, or maybe if you want some paint practice. It's not the best, but you know what you're getting. And for a statue, it's definitely a nice statue. Now for some size comparisons, I was talking about other no grades, so let's immediately put it next to one of the worst no grades out there, the Strike. Boy, look at that face. Oh, another thing I haven't mentioned is I really like how this face looks in all black. And for no grade, that's some really nice art, some really nice detailing going on. It's very detailed. So once again, it's an enormous improvement over the earlier seed models. And then, for example, we have the Blitz here, which is just entirely molded in dark blue. Another decent no grade here, Strike Dagger. And now to compare him to some real models, in a sense, let's put him next to a standard size machine, the Gym Customer, and as you can see, the Raider does seem to be somewhat smaller than it. And putting him next to the Ale Strike, once again, the Raider seems to be a rather small machine, as it should be in fact, because the overall height should be somewhere around 18 meters. So with overall height, I guess they mean the nose cone as well, which does, yeah, pretty much add up when we compare him to the Gym Custom. So, oh yeah, let's put him next to his buddy to wrap it up. The Forbidden here. And really finally, just for fun, here he is next to the Zaku 3. Even though the wings make him look impressive and slightly more bulky, Zaku 3 still is a lot better. And that's all for this review, and see you guys next time.